This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the month of September of 2018. These are the energies that will touch on most of your lives in some way, or one or two of these things will definitely apply to you, if not all of it. But if you'd like questions answered, or an in-depth reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. Right, Leo, we will start with your relationships, move on to a success reading, which applies to any area of your life, and finish up with a happiness reading. We look at the fated elements. Your relationship reading, even though it's a love reading, I use the romance angel cards. These energies apply to any important relationship or partnership in your life. It does not need to be a romantic one. So the first card you get is express your love. The second card you get is keep an open mind. Then you get children, then you get passion, then you get engagement. So the express your love card says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So what it says here is, if you're looking for a new partnership or relationship, somebody unusual catches your attention. Your first thought is going to be, well, this is not my usual type. But that first card is saying, make some kind of gesture, extend some kind of gesture to the person, because it's worth getting to know them better. This person at a glance, or if you just look at the cover of the book, metaphorically speaking, does not seem like your usual type, but they definitely have something to offer you. Now, the same applies if you are in a partnership or relationship. Your partner is possibly going to suggest something or do something or behave in a certain manner that has you looking at them and thinking this isn't their normal behavior. But don't put up a wall or step back or ignore them. Rather, extend feelings towards them. In other words, tell them perhaps how you feel in a nice way, because it's express your love, it's saying. So this is a case of saying, you appreciate them, they're wonderful, what is it exactly that they have in mind, kind of thing. Be curious, not judgmental about what they are doing. Because you get the children card, which says your love life is being affected by children, passion, which says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now those come together with that keep an open mind. It's a case of rekindling your childlike enthusiasm and trust and faith and buoyancy and all those kinds of energies where relationships are concerned. The passion card says the same in this particular lineup of cards, that it's by being passionate about things, about perhaps doing hobbies again, even if it's exercising or whatever it is that really gets your blood pumping through your veins again, and being enthusiastic and curious and open-minded. That's when the final card of engagement comes up, and that is that you can elevate your relationship to new levels if you are in a partnership or relationship. And then you can also, if you're trying to bring in a new partnership or relationship into your life, this is when you can bring one in that has that long-term written all over it. So it's a combination of energies. It's being open to showing how you're feeling. It's being open to being open-minded about what the person is doing and who turns up. It's about remaining curious and spontaneous and trusting and having faith. And it's about doing things that make you feel passionate. Is that I keep hearing that. Do things that make you feel passionate. And that's how you will draw your relationship to a higher level of commitment, whether you're in a relationship or you're trying to bring somebody into your life to have a relationship or partnership with. Now, if we look at the tarot cards, and I have one oracle card here for you for your success reading in the month of September, and this applies to your career, to your family, to your spirituality, to any area of life that you are focused on at the moment. That keep your dreams alive is the card that sort of overarches all of this. And what that card says is, regardless of outward circumstances in the month of September, keep that dream alive. If you are striving after a career goal, if you're striving to find that perfect fit of a career, that's a message coming through for somebody. If you're busy already with something and you want it to culminate in a goal keep that dream, keep that vision alive. No matter what happens in September, keep that vision clearly in your head through the month of September. That's all you need to do to keep it on that road, on that path. This whole lineup of cards says just as much. Because that page of water says enthusiasm, spontaneity, the same as we had in your relationship reading. So that energy is important for Leo in the month of September. It's there for you to use. You can tap into it. It's going to be freely available for you. Be spontaneous, be curious, be adventurous, the messenger of fire says. That messenger of fire says, despite the odds, you just strike out and do that. Even though it may seem, I don't see particular challenges here in this reading. We'll have a look at your tea leaf fortune cards in a minute because they will bring up the fated elements. I don't see it yet. I do see more your perception of things can make you stop, can make you err, can make you feel as if you're not on the right track. But that page of water, messenger of fire, messenger of water, they're all the beginning cards, those first steps, that first step you take on the road to what you're doing. Even though you feel as if you might have been on the road for a while, you're now taking fresh steps in it. So it's a case of being spontaneous. It's a case of pushing forward regardless. It's a case of seeing the best in everything so that you can keep that optimism level very high and keeping that faith and that dream and that hope alive. And like I say, this applies to any area of your life that you are focused on at the moment. Keep that dream alive. Important. So now if we take a look at your happiness reading, now we can see what the fated elements are, because what we've been speaking about up to now is very much your feelings and how to navigate the month and the energies that are available that can help you, that you can tap into. Now we look at the things that will happen this month. So there's the lion, the rat, the scales, a woman, desk, camel, cat, ring, older man, pineapple. Right, so the lion says it's time to act. That's interesting because we see that coming through in the whole reading, don't we? The rat says someone is working against you or behind your back. There we come across whatever it is that may be going to stop you. So you may feel as if somebody is purposely crossing you. Your swords are crossing, or they're stopping you from getting to your goal, or it could even be an organization. It doesn't even necessarily have to be one person. It could just be bureaucracy getting in your way. You know what I mean? But that lion coming up for you guys, okay, that's fortuitous, isn't it? And time to act, yes, it's very Leo, and you get your lion card. So don't let anything stop you in September. But keep your life in balance, it says, okay? So don't overreact to when you do get challenged or you do come across challenges to what you want to do. Keep that even keel. Keep the enthusiasm going. Keep that positive frame of mind. Keep that goal in mind and you will do just fine. There's a woman. We're dealing or relationships with a woman. Pay attention to your work. I see... For many of you, the person who's going to cross swords with you is a dark-haired woman. She's either the one that she's just the messenger, right? We don't shoot the messenger, do we? Saying, right? Remember, that's a saying. But it's a case of this is possibly the person who is going to be bringing up those challenges for you. Remember, if we look at it from an elevated point of view, the universe will bring challenges in to highlight where you need to learn, where you need to evolve, where you need to pay attention to things. And it's interesting that I say pay attention to things because the next thing that comes up is pay attention to your work. So you're possibly going to get a bit distracted in the month of September and you're going to take your eye off the ball. The camel says persevere and you will overcome a problem. The cat says a two-faced friend. So this person may actually be saying one thing and delivering the goods differently. So I think it's a case of, someone could promise you something and they're not going to deliver it. And they actually probably never had any intention of doing it. They just said that to get you out of their hair. But that persevere and you will overcome your problems. Says just stick to your guns. Keep it in balance, keep that optimism going, keep the goal in mind, because the ring says a marriage will take place either romantic or business. So a part that will be forged, that partnership. The alliance you need to get to your goal, whatever area of life this plays out in, will be forged. An older man is involved in that alliance. It can even be a romantic alliance. It can be a marriage or a partnership. A partnership even with an entity, not necessarily a person. But it will happen in September if you persevere. And your final card is reconciliation. So whatever it is that happens in the month of September that seems to make this fork in the road or separate you from your goal or your aspirations or your decisions, there will be reconciliation by the end of September. If you stick to your guns, you keep your responses and reactions in balance, if you keep that enthusiasm, that fire and that determination, you keep striving forward, there will be reconciliation with that situation. If it's romantic, if it's business, if it's spiritual, if it's family, whatever it may be, it will happen by the end of September. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.